Good morning to you. It's been a hot minute since we've done a car live chat. First of all, let's just talk about the obvious. I look crazy. Your girl stayed up till midnight reading. I'm reading a new series on my Kindle. It's The Ravenhood. So it's like Flock, Exodus, and I can't remember what the third book is called. I'm starting that one today, against my better judgment. I literally was up till midnight crying. Like, I don't know if you guys are like this, but when a book is good and I'm into it, I get engulfed in the book. And when I come up for air, it's like, okay, your name is Ashley. You are not that character in the book. This is not your life. Like, it's okay. Like, it almost like last night I was laying there and I'm like, I was crying and I was hurting. My heart was literally hurting from this book. Like, it's just so well written, so invested in the characters. Like, the storyline is really great. I just love a good book like that. I love a book that I can just escape into. I love reading. Something you may or may not know about me, fun fact, I love reading. I love self-help books. I love personal development, but that's just like those are not my jam to like read and get lost in, or that's not what I'm going to go to my book nook for. Cause I'm going to have a book nook. I'm going to have a library one day, but I'm literally like Belle. I'm like Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Like, that's me. But I love a good book. I love, truth be told, I like a library book. Like when you go into like an old library, not like today's newer ones. So you can smell the books, like smell the pages. Like I used to make fun of my mom for it, but it's the truth. Like I smell a book. I love the pages. I like the crinkle that it makes, all that stuff. So it's weird for me sometimes reading on the Kindle because I love a good book like in my hands. However, if I were to buy every book that I've been reading, I'd probably be broke because books are expensive, like $20 a pop. And I read so fast, and not to the point where I'm not like retaining. If I'm in it, I'm reading it. Like I can read a book in a day, in a few hours even. So anyway, I read pretty fast. So that's why I look tired, because your girl was up super late reading. So again, check it out if you're into reading like fiction. It is romance, a little smut, not too bad actually. I feel like the first book was a little bit more intense in that area than the second one, and the second one was more drama and heart, and so we'll see how this third one plays out. Anyway, I want to say hi, happy Thursday. I am in this place of just focusing on like my peace and really just like really leaning into what is the message that God is trying to give me. Like, this is where I'm at right now. I feel like there's a lot of transitions happening. I was sharing that in one of my reels I posted the other day. Like, some days I'm like, I just don't know. Like, the unknown used to send me spiraling. Like, if I can't control a situation, I would freak out. But right now, I'm actually leaning into the lack of control and realizing like the ultimate control is God, right? He knows what's for me, his plans. And where I used to freak out and get anxiety, now I'm really leaning into that. Like, it's all good if you don't know everything, and you're never going to know everything. Just trust, like have this trust. And so obviously you guys know we're selling our home. We're going to be moving. Like, those are huge life changes happening. I'm in like this crossroads of life with where I'm at too. Like, I haven't really shared too much maybe about it on here. I know I did a little bit in a couple lives ago, but like I was in like a state of burnout with like my business and just showing up online and like showing up for my business and mentoring it and doing all of that. Like, at some point when you're leading others, if you're not pouring back into yourself enough, it does become emotionally draining and exhausting, and you start to crack and fall apart. And that's where I was. It's like my passion is helping other people. My passion is is impacting and mentoring and doing all those things. And I love it so much. But at some point I allowed it to take over so much that I like stopped doing the things that bring me joy, and I stopped filling my cup entirely, and I was running on empty for a long time. And so fast forward, I've really been doing like the slowdown, and I love it. Like, you guys know I'm sleeping in. I'm not getting up at 5 anymore, trying to fit in 20 things in the morning. I'm sleeping in, and that, even though it's hard for me, I love it. I really do. I love being able to just wake up when my body wants to wake up. And that's been great. Truthfully, it's instead of like fighting, it was like I was like fighting this war within me, right? Like, you have to wake up at 5, you got to do 20 things, you suck, you're not productive. But then my body was like, you need sleep because you're low on battery and you're going to crash and it's going to be really bad. And so I was fighting this internal battle, and finally I was like, I have to just let it go, give it up. And so as silly as it seems, sleeping in and not doing 20 things before 8 a.m. has really helped me. I get up, I still do the things that are very important, make my bed and fill my cup. Making my bed, filling my cup for me right now is just journaling, and being in his word, like being in the Bible, reading my daily devotional, and really just sitting in that and not feeling like I need to rush to the next thing. Even right now it's 10 o'clock and I'm just getting to the gym, where normally I'd be like, oh, I should have been out of here already. Like, you're wasting the day. Like, no, somewhere along the lines in my life, somewhere, whatever it was in childhood or adulthood, early adulthood, I don't know where I equated productivity to worth, but I did. And now I know that's not the case. I don't need to be productive to be worthy. I am worthy. My worth is not contingent on what I do in a day. That's been a really hard thing for me to overcome and battle with, because even now in this slowdown, I'm like, okay, you're not doing 20 mentor calls a day. You're not on the computer all day. You're not, helping 1 million customers a day. You're not really like showing up online as much as you used to. Like, I obviously am still here every day, but you know what I mean? Like, you're not producing. And I had to be okay with that. I had to say, like, it's cool if I'm not. Like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here, but I need to be like full capacity. And I want to get back to, in this slowdown, I'll come full circle with my thoughts. Come with me as I squirrel. In this slowdown, I've also realized, like, I miss showing you guys, like, little things that bring me joy. Like cleaning my fucking toilet. No, but seriously, like the decor, transformations, like obviously I'm not doing anything on the house right now because we're selling it, but like I'm excited to show you, like, I'm organizing how I'm going to pack, unpacking, moving into a new home, how I'll decorate it, what that's going to look like. Those are things that bring me like so much passion and joy. Just sharing other parts of life, what I've done to work on my self-love and my confidence. So like all these things, it's like, those are the things I want to circle back to, because I don't feel burnt out with those. I feel like those are the things that really lift me up, because they lift others. In the end, that's what I'm about, right? I love lifting others. So anyway, that's where I'm at. So I'm really like leaning into that. And so the whole point of this message is lean into whatever you feel you're being called to without guilt. Like, if you're being called to be more productive, do it. If you're being called to pull back because you're burnt out, you've got to listen. The self-awareness is there. You have it. Like, all right, I'm doing the most, or I'm not doing this, or I'm feeling pulled here. Like, it's all good to do a lot, and it's all good to do a little. Whatever you're being called to, though, do it, and do it without fear of, well, what will others think? Is someone going to judge me if I show up a little less today? No. Like, the best thing we can do is be authentic and really step into whatever feels good for us. And that's like everything in life. Like, not even just on social media and my business, even in my friendships. Like, my real friends know, if I don't talk to you for like 2 weeks, it's not because I don't love you. It's because I'm just like with my family. I'm processing this move. We had a lot of shit happen in our family. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's been a lot of ebb and flow. There's been a lot of like heightened emotions. Like, Kevin finding out he's sick, then he's having surgery, now he's better. Like, holy shit, that roller coaster was crazy. I felt like I was on King Ka, and you would never catch my ass on that ride. Like, beep, beep. That's what it, like, I imagine that if I had to equate it to what that emotion feels like, that's what it was. It highly escalated for me, and then it was like, whew, and the whew was really like a lot. So I'm just in this season of like allowing myself to just be. And I used to feel anxious if, like, oh God, I didn't hear from a friend, or I always have to reach out to my friend. I need to be the one to reach out to them. I got to be the one to message them. I didn't call them. Like, I suck. No, phone works both ways. So it is effort. And so this is like in everything I'm talking about: business, life, relationships, friendships. Like, it's a give and take. Sometimes I'm going to be 100, sometimes I'm going to be 10. And if you're mad at me when I'm 10, like, then you don't deserve my 100, right? And I had to really come to terms with that. Like, it is okay to prioritize your own well-being over everything else. Like, literally everything. And so this is my reminder to all of you, like, wherever you're at in life, whatever you're going through, whatever you're doing, like, it's okay to prioritize yourself. And that can be hard too as a parent. That can be really extremely difficult, because not sometimes, all the time, we put ourselves to the side. But it's okay to prioritize yourself so you could be more present And it's okay also to prioritize your relationship with your children over your relationship with everyone else. I'm also in this season of like, Riley's only getting older. I want to be more present with her. I'm going to be home. I'm home with her more now. And it's been challenging, but in that challenge, I've realized she's needed me more. And so here's a big lesson I'm learning right now in parenting. Like, she's been struggling and I didn't see it because we've just been go, 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 go. And now that I identified the struggle, I am able to tap into that, to help her, to encourage her, to be there for her as the parent that I need to be. And since making that switch, and it's only been a week, and since making the switch, the other night, literally laying there in bed, I said to her, I'm so proud of you. I want you to know I'm so proud of you. Like, everything we've been working on, everything we're doing, like, girl, look, all your stickers, because we changed her board. I'm like, I'm just so proud of you. I want you to know. And you know what she said to me? I'm proud of you too. And I'm thinking, what is she proud of me for? And I'm like, what are you proud of me for? And she said, because you're giving me everything I need. I don't know how I'm not crying now, because I was literally like choked up. I'm like, what? It's come out of my 5-year-old's mouth? And she said, are you going to cry? And I said, I'm trying not to. And she goes, don't cry. You're going to make me cry. She's 5. Like, she thanked me and said she's proud of me because I'm giving her what she needs. If I ever needed to know if I was making the right decision, it was right there in that moment. That everything else can wait except for that. So, again, whether you're a parent or not, whether you're a business owner or not, whether you're online using this as your brand or not, you've got to be so attuned to your heart, who you are, and what you need. And, you know, something that we, in one of the sermons in church a couple weeks ago, we're working on a whole Moses thing right now. And he talks about the burning bush. Like, don't miss the burning bush. Don't miss the signs that God's giving you because you're too busy looking for something bigger. Like, it's right there. And a lot of times we miss it. And like, I've just been praying so hard, like, you know, God, help me through this transition. God, show me what you need me to do more of. Take me where I need to be. Like, show me what's next for me and all the things. And I'm just really leaning into the pullback, and it feels really good. And I'm not questioning who I am, what my worth is, any of it. Because pulling back doesn't make me any less a business owner. It doesn't make me any less a mentor. It doesn't make me any less a mother, any less a friend, any less a wife. It just means that I'm prioritizing what's swirling in my heart. I'm prioritizing the call to the calm. I'm prioritizing what's really necessary as I transition into these next steps of life. And so, if this resonated with you today, it's been on my heart and I want to share it. And I hope that you can hear me when I say, like, it's all good. Productivity does not equal your worth. And if you've been burnt out, this is your sign to freaking pull back, and don't feel guilty about it, because literally, what are you going to do? Think of yourself like a match. When it burns all the way to the end, that's you. You got nothing left. How are you supposed to function if there's nothing there? You know, so just take time to relight yourself, rebuild yourself, pour into yourself, do the things that you need to do to really just be good, be okay. That's the self-love. This is what's important. You know, it's not so much the journaling and looking at yourself, doing affirmations, telling yourself you love yourself, getting a facial, getting a massage. Yes, all those things matter, right? Self-care. But the thing that matters most is your heart intact? Do you feel good? Like, when you wake up, do you feel refreshed or do you feel anxious? When you wake up, do you feel like, you know, I'm okay if I do 100 things today. I'm okay if I do nothing today. Like, if you're not okay in the stillness, we got to work on it. That's the self-love. That's God calling to you saying, you know what? It's time. Like, you got to slow the fuck down. Like, you have to be present. You have to be aware, and you have to know when enough is enough. And so, as somebody who's been a hustler forever and I'll never stop, I'm also learning that in that hustle, part of hustle is like this part where it's okay if you're not doing a million things. And it's okay if your life is transitioning, and it's okay if you want to do something different, and it's okay if you want to do nothing, and it's okay if you want to discover different things about yourself that maybe you never did before, or it's always okay to go back to the basics, like cleaning your toilet, like cleaning your home, like sharing home decor. And I use that as a full circle moment here. If you missed the beginning of the chat, it's like, it's okay to go back to those basic things. Like, I don't always have to come on here with this, because I don't always have this, but today I have this. And it's okay if I have this for a week straight and you get this from me, this pour, this download, this message. And it's okay if I really don't have any of that one day and I just show you me making the bed, right? Same for you. When you show up in your life, it's okay if you've got it all, and it's okay if you've got nothing to spare. but just be aware of where you're at. Be aware of where your cup is. Make sure you're filling it. Make sure you're tuning in and listening. And just trust yourself, because no one knows you better than yourself. Give yourself grace. Love yourself a lot more. And that's my message for you today. Love you guys. I'm already sweating because I'm in the car with no AC. I'm going to go work out. Love you. Bye.